Hi, my name is DeAndre J.R. Scott. I am an editor and producer. I was born in Thomasville, Georgia. I didn't always know what I wanted to do when I was younger growing up. I interned at Disney, and it was at Disney where I realized what I really wanted to do. I wanted to be in the entertainment field. So at Savannah State, I earned my bachelor's in mass communications and a minor in theater. Also, while I was there, I achieved, I won an award of best film, and it was a film called How Poverty Affects the Brain. It was my first submission of entering an indie film festival, and so like I was not expecting it. It was like a pretty proud moment. I produced it, I edited it myself, I directed, I went out and found these people in the parks of Savannah, Georgia, and from there, I earned my master's degree at Full Sail. And at Full Sail, I was the producer of a short called Operation Coffee. I want to be in film because I felt like as a producer working on the set of Operation Coffee, it was a part of who I was. I learned how to, be a little bit more organized. I gathered meetings. I had to build a crew. We did crew calls. It was a whole lot of stuff that, took place as being a producer that I had no idea. You have to delegate and mandate everything and make sure everybody has what they need in the crew to build the production. So I feel like naturally, I'm a giver. So that role kind of just fits me. Aside producing, I've edited like quite a few of my own personal films. When I edit, I like to use Final Cut. I'm learning Media Composer. It is a bit challenging. It kind of reminds me of Premiere. My favorite genre is like thrillers and action, but like if I was to make my own movie one day, I would like to like combine the action and thriller together. So I would say my greatest strength is bringing people together. I played that role very well by engaging everybody, getting everybody hyped about the film, just keeping a positive vibe throughout the whole process. So we had to back our shoot dates to accommodate this film production that wanted to shoot during our dates. How I handled by reassembling our crew was I made phone calls. I hit up some people on LinkedIn. I went through Facebook. I networked. And eventually we got the crew members that we needed to build our crew back together. It was times that, I felt discouraged and whatnot, but I mentally kept myself going. What I do at home is I put sticky notes on my refrigerator, and every time I go to the refrigerator, it's a reminder of, things to keep myself motivated. And I share that with my crew as well. So other projects that I worked on while at Full Sail, I worked on a horror called Slicker. I was the BTS, the behind the scenes guy. I did videography and photography for their set. Another film that I worked on was called The Edge. It was a sci-fi superhero film. I was PA and grip and electric assistant. About Operation Coffee, it was a fun experience. Like I said, if I was able to do it all over again, I would. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my cohorts as well. Like after all the hard work during production and scouting for like locations and losing our crew, it was refreshing to see it all come together at the end. Some of the equipment that we used on set was the Sony F65. We did like this cool dolly shot of the two main characters, Michael and Kelly. The budget of our film was about $3,200, but we raised about a little over 15. On set, we had like a crew of like maybe 48 to 50 people. In 5 years, I see myself in Atlanta, Georgia. That's eventually where I want to end up at after Full Sail. So just to get myself in the door, I do, like I mentioned earlier, I like to edit. So I want to get some work in post production, and then work my way up, and maybe being a co-producer on someone's set in Atlanta, Georgia.